position without reading the rest.
Hi friends! At the end of May, we escaped to a beautiful wooden cabin by the sea for a cozy book club weekend. Think reading in a garden, sauna sessions, and way too many snacks. Finding new friends as an adult can be so tricky, but I figured out what really makes a difference. And suddenly, adulting started feeling more joyful and full of connection. This video is a little slice of that magic, full of book talks, slow moments, laughter, and all the cozy vibes. So grab your favorite drink and come hang out with us.
Whenever we travel, my best friend's worse looking. Hiya! I'm gonna vlog it as well, my friend. Yes, I think that's ours. Welcome to my crib. Remember me telling you I'm gonna be on that chair? Oh, I'll be on these chairs. Yeah. Exactly. But there's like plenty of chairs. It's so nice.
Hello and welcome to our book club retreat. I'm so excited. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's ours for the weekend. That's where I'm gonna be every single day. It's a sauna. I love saunas. I'll take you on a tour. Shall we? I'm so happy. Okay guys, I'm gonna make a voiceover because I could not speak for the love of me at that moment. So we are coming to the cabin, right into the kitchen, where I show you how I offloaded all the lovely groceries. We love to see that. Full fridge, yeah. And I cooked a risotto here, and there was this beautiful writing table that I could take home in a second. And we are off to the living space and the dining area, which was so stunning, with a fireplace and the cozy couches that we were laying on the whole weekend. And now we are going to the bathroom, which cabin vibes. Hello, what else could you ask for? Love that. And off to the terrace we go with the sauna and the lovely weather that we were so lucky. We spent all our days there. And here we have our bedroom where me and Chloe were cuddling with bunk beds for Saria and Anda, and a stunning, gorgeous wardrobe that looked like from Narnia. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And off we go to the second bedroom, which was for Kiara and Lou, and that about wraps the tour.
It's moving its shoulders. Oh my god. Scandalous! This is the skin of a killer Bella. This is the skin of a killer Bella. I put sunscreen on.
I'm reading this page for half an hour.
Okay. Shut up. And now that I just said that, I cannot read. I have a problem because every time I see his name now, I know nothing is gonna happen at the end. You
Well,
ruined
maybe
this
I
one.
like.
You ruined this one.
But maybe I
I
like.
hate.
Hi guys, it's day 2 of our retreat. On day 1 we came around 5. We hopped right into the sauna that we have here, which was so amazing. And afterwards I cooked a risotto with chicken steak and some salad on the side. We devoured it at like 9 o'clock. And then we thought we would be reading all evening. Well, no, we all fell into a food coma and went to bed around 11. Last night, I started Voice of the Ocean. I read like 2 chapters. It's a debut from Kelsey, and I was really excited to read it actually because I was feeling very mermaid mood-y. Voice of the Ocean is a retelling of Little Mermaid, I think, and it's about a siren princess who discovers a ship that is a human ship, and there is a prince. That's all I know so far. I'm 40 pages in. I like it, but I have a very big issue with the book, and that's the font they use because it's not the usual font. And it's very, very hard to read. This is my second year of going for a book club retreat, and I learned my lesson, and I know I'm not gonna read as much as I think I will. So, reading 40 pages so far isn't the greatest, but I'm trying to finish this book perhaps today or tomorrow. So, my goal right now is to reach page 100, and if I'm not enjoying it, I have another book for my book club called Watermoon. I actually brought this little activity bag with me. And Watermoon, I don't know much about it, but everyone voted for it. So here we are. And all I know is that there is a pawn shop based in Tokyo. And it's a magical pawn shop. And then they travel through like different worlds, dimensions. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna switch to this one when I reach page 100 if I don't like it. Those are my main goals to finish these 2 books on our retreat. We have 2 full days plus Sunday, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't bring a self-help book. This one is called Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I like her podcasts, and I'm very picky about self-help books, so I had really high hopes in this one, and I already started at home, and I'm realizing I think I am much more of a control freak than I thought. So it's kind of triggering for me to read this one, but it's very easy to read. But I find this one very, very relatable. So these are my 3 books of choice that I'm trying to get through in this retreat. And then I have my spiritual stuff. I have a journal I had at home for quite some time, and I was waiting for the perfect opportunity to start. This is by Dreamy Moons, and it's her Aphrodite journal. It sometimes happens with me that when something is very pretty, I'm afraid to start writing in it. This is exactly the moment. The day has come, and I will start. I promise you, keep me accountable. And if I'm not starting by the end of the vlog, write it in the comments because I really need to. This one is about self-love and being in touch with your senses, and it's focused on being in a present moment but also being in your physical body more, because we tend to be mostly in our minds all the time. So this is a perfect opportunity to journal from time to time, to land in your body and to be in touch with yourself a little bit more. And then I brought, just for the girls, and some of the girls mentioned that they want to bring tarot cards and they want to bring sage, and I'm like, okay, I'm all in. So I brought my beloved Woodland Wardens deck from my favorite illustrator, Jessica Rue. Then I brought my new one, which is the Ancient Stones Oracle. We are having a lot of fun with these. Some girls already were doing some readings, which is super fun. I'm still waiting to get one. And yeah, this is what we are up to. Okay, I'll update you later on. Okay, guys, I hope you can hear me because it's quite windy out here, but I have an update. I read 100 pages of this and I am very entertained. It's super easy to read, super digestible, and quite fast paced, I would say. After 100 pages, she's already, spoiler alert, becoming a human, and I'm having a great time. I thought it would be more of a Little Mermaid retelling, but it's not quite that. It is, but it's not. Hear me out. She is a siren princess. He is a human prince. That's how far I've got. And apparently, his grandfather killed her grandmother. So there is this beef between those families, and that's why sirens are hating on humans and why they are basically hunting them down anytime they come across a ship. And we came across a ship, which was the princess ship, and that's why they were sent on a mission where they were supposed to kill every single person with their songs. She then decided that actually, do we really believe that all the humans are bad? Good question, right? So she went on this disobeying of the rules, and she somehow, with some magical powers or with her singing abilities that went out of control, she put asleep every single person, like took them out. Somehow, apart from the prince. Prince is resistant to any sort of siren singing. We don't know why yet, but they have to be special, right? Anyway, that's how far I've got. I'm excited to continue. I decided I will continue this book for the rest of the trip, and I hope to finish it. I will update you later on, because now it's time to head to the sauna. I am having the time of my life right now, because obviously the cabin is beautiful. The girls are gorgeous, stunning, precious. I love you if you see this. I just really needed to get out of my routine, get out of my house as a freshly unemployed person who spends too much time at home, and I'm just having the time of my life. It was supposed to rain the whole day, but we ended up spending half of our day today on the porch reading, and mostly like talking and laughing and not so much reading. But it's been such a lovely retreat so far, so I'm very excited to be here, and just very thankful that I'm around girls that like books and like similar things. And when I come to reflect on how a few years ago I was having troubles making friends, and I was really like in this like dog paddling energy of trying to impress every new person I met, and I would be like looking for people on Bumble BFF and stuff like that, and it would never go past the first meeting. Even though it went well, it would be like kind of sort of like a dating, and I knew it was hard to make friends as adults because you are no longer in school, and work people are work people, right? So joining a book club or creating my own book club was the best decision I could have made, because you are a group of fantastic ladies that just love to read, and you already have something in common. And especially if you are reading books, we are all sitting at home, right? So it's very important to bring those online communities to real life. I'm just so grateful I can have such communities around me, and it really feels like home. read. I feel like I could be here for another week and just chill. But it's the last full day of the retreat and we are making the most out of it. I'm still progressing quite slow on my book. I think I'm just a slow reader, but it's okay.
Hi. Hello. I'm here with Anda.
Hello.
We're gonna do some ASMR for you. I hope you enjoyed this sequence. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. I'll put it there, just so you know. So, quick update. I'm on page 200. She decided around page 100 that she will not talk.
Oh,
Well-
she decided that.
When the witch turned her from mermaid to human, she asked her whether she can keep like her singing, and she was like, "Yeah, you can keep your singing." But then when she turned into a human, she decided that her accent is too thick, so she will not speak. And I'm like, okay, how long can you keep this up, girl? And
She's voluntarily not speaking.
yes, so it's been 100 pages of her just nodding, and now I just in the last page I read, she started to talk to a dog.
Of course.
So now she's talking to a dog.
Now, progress.
I cannot wait for her to start speaking. So then I skimmed through the pages and see whether she starts speaking. I'll be there in like 20 pages.
Okay.
It could be a 4-star read, but I think it will be a 3-star read. Because some parts are just so ridiculous. Well, maybe I should watch Little Mermaid before I say anything wrong about this book. So that's my update. How is your update?
So I finished One Dark Window.
Mhm.
I liked the premise more than I like end of the book. Like I like the vibes that were set in the beginning. And I feel like the more it advances, the more it becomes like general and like the same as any romantasy. So
Like the romance part was like,
maybe yeah.
okay.
But it's good. It's a 4-star definitely. But I'm happy with it, but I like the premise more. So we'll see in book 2 if they come back a little bit more to the vibes and less the romance part.
Did you like how it ended with her?
I mean, it made sense. They were hitting on it pretty heavily, so I think any other ending would have not made really sense.
Yeah.
But my prediction is that by assembling the cards, they would become 2 different identities anyway. So he will, like the Shepherd King, I think, would probably still be alive somehow. Or maybe he would be put to rest. That would be nice for him as well, after living this terrible life he has lived.
I just hope in the next book, I mean like 2 chapters in, I hope they will explore more about the spirit of the wood or how.
Yeah,
what
but that's
it's
her.
called.
That's kind of like the most important part of
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, I think so too. So it
Yeah.
was just like briefly touched in the first book. So I really hope they will.
It's like heavily teased.
Yes.
It's like spirit of the wood, spirit of the wood,
Spirit.
spirit of the wood.
Woods, trees.
Every trees. You know what?
Trees.
I realized only I think halfway through the book when I said, "Oh, they're talking about trees so much that all the family names are named after the trees because of the trees that are planted." But they didn't say that in the beginning of the book.
Yeah, no.
It's just dropped randomly, and I'm like, "Is this an afterthought?" That she's like, "Oh, by the way," and they start saying trees like as an insult, like Jesus.
Yeah.
Halfway through the book.
Oh, really? I thought
They don't say that in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Or I
okay.
missed a part because I think they start saying that 50% in when they start, and they're like trees, and I'm like, well, there's a lot of trees mentioning all of a sudden, and then they start to say that as a like Jesus, oh my God, and I'm like, trees, yeah. So trees it is. Then I finished finale. My opinion is that Caraval should have been a standalone.
No, I bought the special edition without reading the rest. Because I was like halfway through Caraval and I really enjoyed it. So I was like,
Caraval is amazing. I loved it. And then what is after Legendary?
yeah.
Legendary was like, but finale, no. There was so many things that pissed me off, and I don't remember. But while I was reading them, I was like cringing because something was weird, and like some turns of phrases were weird, and like the plot was like, I didn't like it.
Oh,
So
sad to hear.
it's because the story was something, and for it to be a sequel, they made it something else. Like, I love the vibe of the first story, of the Caraval, of the like festivity, of like the mystery of not knowing who to trust, what is illusion, what is reality. But the rest of the book is not that.
Yeah.
And I think the idea could have been nice, but not, I don't know. I don't vibe this as a series as a whole. I love Caraval.
Should have been a standalone.
It should have been a standalone. Sometimes you need to learn how to do standalones. It would have been a great standalone.
This is also book 1.
Okay. Is it about the daughter then? Like the Little Mermaid 2?
Oh, I think I have a Little Mermaid gaps in in my knowledge.
You need to go back to Little Mermaiding. There's Little Mermaids 2 as well. She has a daughter.
Oh my god.
That is a Little Mermaid.
Maybe I'm just highly uneducated right now.
You live in Denmark and you don't know anything about the Little Mermaid? Who are you? What are you doing?
That's true. I should be maybe sent home. Back where I came from.
Back from where?
Don't know Little Mermaid? Off you go.
Off you go.
But is he also a pirate?
I don't think he's a pirate in the Disney movies.
Because they're pirate here.
But I don't know about the original story. You would need to ask Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
You can go see him in Copenhagen.
In his
Rådhuspladsen. There is his statue. Maybe he will talk to you about
I'll
it.
go to his grave.
To his grave? Good luck finding it.
I thought I would read so much, and I read 200 pages, which is more than I thought I would.
This is great.
But I brought 3 books.
You're always over-optimistic.
Yeah, and apparently I'm a slow reader, and I'm getting bullied for it. Over here.
We don't stand for bullies.
I hope the mic was working.
Imagine the mic is not working.
I feel like burnt chicken nugget. I burned so badly. Yeah. Yeah, my shoulders hurt. Everything hurt. Because I'm stupid. Anyway, wear your SPF, girls. Okay, bye.
Literally, what are you talking about?
To shoot content. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm so happy.
Yes, clearly. Do you have like a
Do you have
toty tote, like a cute one for pictures?
Then you're cute back.
Oh yes, the grassy one, the Totoro one. Yes, yes. Of course.
Thank you for thinking about my content.
There are some people who just belong behind cameras.
100%.
I'm like writing in my journal.
Sure. Like Chloe's like, sure. Let's just get out of the door. Amazing ideas.
That's all I have.
like walking to the beach.
Walking like this.
Anda's questioning life right now because she's gonna have to put on real clothes.
Your dress is either sideways or not sideways enough. I don't know. There's something going
It's
on
too
with the-
sideways or not sideways enough.
There's going something with the seas.
Like if it's supposed to be sideways, it should be more sideways.
If it's supposed to be in front, then it should be on front. If it's supposed to be sideways, it should then sideways.
This is too much pressure.
Too much pressure. Come on.
Day 3 of our vacation, and we went to the beach. It's so pretty and so calm. I love it. This is my dream garden. I'll have this garden one day. Thank you.
Very lucky.
Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah.
welcome.
How have you been?
Welcome.
How was your retreat?
For a treat. It was actually, I didn't expect it to be this drama free.
Oh, did you expect some girl
I
drama?
expected some skirmishes,
Oh.
and so it was really nice that way. I liked it. I really feel like the podcast thing, like you need to be like, oh,
Oh.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, exactly. And then they're like,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. Yeah, but I didn't expect that it's gonna be like this smooth and chill, but like the chemistry was there, the fully rounded chemistry.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
You liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised that everything went so smoothly.
Yeah. And it was well organized. Bravo, Adelina. And it was really well organized, and I liked that Chloe came in and like really blended in. Like she'd fit right in if she
I'm
were to
so
jump
glad.
book clubs.
I'm so glad.
But I do feel like for me, starting the book club really did give me friends like you.
Yeah.
And it's been really, really nice. And this is why I'm like pleasantly surprised, even though I sort of kind of expected it, because it's almost been a year now that the book club's been happening, and that's like I know it's like I feel like it's been way more than a year, but also it's the fact that it's been a year is crazy because I don't know, it feels like way more, but then it doesn't feel like way more because we're still like not even a year old. So that's been really nice. And the fact that we're going on a vacation together and like it's so successful, so that's been nice. Like
Yeah.
I can see Edinburgh happening with a group
Yes,
of girls.
please. I love organizing these book
Yes.
retreats. They're just so easy to organize
know.
and the best times.
Yes.
Yeah. And the group is so like fun that we have to put timers to actually read and
Yes.
shut up.
Yes, shut up.
Like shut up. 30 minutes, please. No
Yes.
talking for a
No,
bit.
but we've been doing a lot of reading. Like I'm actually almost done with Dracula, and I restarted it when we started reading yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So I read Dracula from literally page 1, and now I'm like 100 page. No, it's 500 pages, motherfuck. I still have like 150 pages, but I think I'll finish it before tomorrow.
That's commitment.
How's yours?
I read 200 pages of mermaids. I'm in my mermaid era weekend. And I had the best time. I had the best time.
in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What do you think of your book so far?
I realized I have lore gaps, or like the knowledge is not there about Little Mermaid.
Okay.
So I don't know how much is it inspired by Little Mermaid and how much is like
Made up.
fresh and unique.
Yep.
Some things don't make sense. Like the fact that she didn't lose her voice, but she decided that her
That was
accent
ridiculous.
is too strong in her common human language, so she decided to be mute
That's not canon.
for 100 pages. And I'm like, girl, say something. So yeah, it's been up and down, but it's easy to read and it's like chips.
Like chips.
Yeah.
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
analogy.
yeah.
It's a snack book.
It's a snack.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
This has been heavy. It's not very quick to read, Dracula. And it's one of my first annotation projects. I'm so proud of myself. So I started with seriously Jonathan, because Jonathan was doing some really stupid shit. Like come on, when someone crosses themselves, like when a whole village crosses themselves when you're going on a trip, you just don't go. Like that should be common sense. So it went from seriously Jonathan, but then it became poor Jonathan, because like poor Jonathan didn't have control over shit. And then they're like brides and Dracula, but I really, really like it because I like the Dracula lore, and I've watched Nosferatu, was the old one, the new one, and the Dracula movies. But there's a lot of stuff that I didn't even know because it's in the book, but no one has ever adapted. So I really like it.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm listening to it. Are you making the accent in your head?
Yes. Yes, I'm doing the Nosferatu accent in my head.
Perfect.
Very heavily. Very heavily. I will try. Wait. I need to try.
I need to know now.
I need my Nosferatu accent. Wait.
They don't speak a lot in that book.
No, they don't. Honestly, they don't. Funny enough, that Dracula, he wants, not a spoiler, but like one of the things he wants from Jonathan is to help him with his accent. It's so funny. I actually left one here, but he wants him to help him with his accent because when he doesn't, he's moving to London, and if he doesn't have an accent, then he will blend in seamlessly. But if he has an accent, people will point him out. So it was very funny for me because up until that page, I was like really making like Mr. Harker. And that's how I was reading it in my mind. And then he's like, yeah, I need your help with my accent. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like you have a thick ass accent.
You made him have that accent.
Yeah, and then he dropped the accent.
love that.
Yeah.
Now I want to hear it in the audiobook whether it gets
with
any
the
better.
with the Nosferatu accent, yes.
Yeah.
No, but
Because
how are
it
you
is-
liking it so far?
It is a very thick accent in the beginning, but now that I know that he wants help, I want to hear whether
You
the
empathize
actor
with Dracula.
changes. Yeah.
You're like,
But
I
yeah,
yeah.
when my accent slips, I'm like,
I get it, bro. I get it.
yeah,
Thank you for doing the talky bit.
the talk bit. Yeah,
What
but
else?
for the talk bit.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
I love this. This needs to stay.
Wait.
Brrr.
No, I just want to say that I'm so grateful for this community, and I would recommend it to anyone to just make a club of sorts. It doesn't need to be a book
No,
club,
could be a
although I
knitting club.
think book club
Yes.
is superior.
Yes. I
But
do too.
especially if you like reading books, it's so hard to find friends because
Yes.
people don't go outside; they read
No.
books at home.
Exactly.
And it's just so magical to like meet every month
I
and
love
then
it.
go to places like these and just like read together for many
Yeah.
hours and just like bond.
Us 16, 17, we're already close, like in different dynamics. We're already really close. I speak for all of us that we've never had a group even half as big
Yeah.
of friends. And we're all getting along and we're all really liking each other. However, we are so different, most of us. And that's so eye-opening because as much as you strive to, accept differences and expose yourself to differences, and especially us being immigrants or expats, but when you're in this group of girls where a lot of people are so different but they still get along, it's so charming. I can think of a couple of people who are polar opposites and yet we're all getting along
Yeah.
famously. And
maybe even have the same opinion about a book
about it, exactly.
or completely different.
Yes, that happens a
Yeah.
lot where we have very, very different opinions about a
Yeah.
book. And it's also nice when, like, we've talked about this. Sometimes when someone disagrees with you on a book and you might take it personally, but then really it's been so healing because you later on realize that that person also thought you took it personally or they took it personally. And then you realize that because we're so used to that, especially in female friendships, like dispute is bad. If you don't get along with her, she's a bitch. And she doesn't like you, and it's projection. Like you once said it, like we're all mirrors in this group,
Yes.
and it's so true. And it gets better and better because you start realizing that you learn each other, and it's so sweet because we're so different. I find it so charming.
Yes. And also just like healing the wounds.
Yes, the
The
female
sisterly
wounds.
wounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it because
And
it's not an
having
echo
real
chamber.
friends.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The real friend part is
Exactly.
really, really nice. We read very different books outside of book club, but like in book club, we try to meet at certain books, and that's perfectly fine because then we start learning different books from each other. And I love it. I love it. That's like, I think one of the best things I've done ever is start the book club.
Yes.
Ever. And I do think the book club is the reason I managed to stay in Denmark. If I didn't start it, I would have
100%.
left.
100%. I was like leaving so many times, but then I started my book club and then I joined your book club, and now I'm like, how can I leave all my girlies?
Yes, I can't leave them
I cannot leave them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it feels more like home.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like a community. Like now we have some of the girls are pregnant, someone got engaged, someone got married, and like, one of us had a surgery and then we all like sent gifts. Like it feels like this community where things are happening. It's not just book club, things are happening and we're there for each other. It's really nice.
And all the random activities like
Yes.
movie marathons and
Yes.
going thrifting
And gaming together.
oh,
And
the gaming
again,
nights.
we need to do that
I
again.
love
That was
it.
epic. So yeah, it's been super cool.
Yes.
I love it.
And I'm so grateful.
You should start a book club.
Start it now.
Maybe-
That's one of my advices I
Yeah,
tell to anyone that I meet.
Maybe we should do
Yeah.
a video about like how you started yours and I started mine, like a manual.
Manual.
Like
yeah,
a joint video and like a manual of like how we started the book clubs.
Exactly.
And then you can do it and then just follow the steps.
It was a pleasure to have you. Is it correct? Please tell me.
This was cute.
Come here, girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Beautiful. Girl dinner.
Okay.
Girl dinner.
Isolation and control. Separation from family, friends, and the outside world.
We're a
freaking cabin.
Okay. Control over personal choices. What you wear, eat, think, or believe.
What do you wear? Depends.
What do you mean I'm wearing a skirt? I'm fine.
You
She's a good cult follower. What do you mean? I don't. The group portrays outsiders as enemies or threats. Members are taught to distrust anyone outside the group.
Like my other book club?
Yes.
I just wanted to say, what about the other woman?
But you know that was propagated by you, not us.
What?
So maybe no, you know, maybe she's A/B testing a cult. Like she has two running.
I'm A/B testing a cult.
Trying to see which one kicks off. So manipulation and coercion, love bombing, excessive affection to draw people in.
I love you so much.
Guilt, shame, or fear are used to maintain loyalty.
Oh my god,
Shame
oh my
God, Adeline.
We're just
So
shaming
I'm
you.
being
She has
put into a
literally
cult.
ramped up the shame over this weekend.
Yes,
Like,
no.
no.
Yeah, to
Okay.
crazy amount.
What do you mean? You were
Financial
bullying me
exploitation.
for reading too slow.
Financial exploitation, Adeline.
That's you.
No, that's you. What you make me pay?
What do you mean?
Asking for money this weekend. What's wrong with you?
It's the end of our book club retreat and I'm so happy, but also so sad that we're leaving and we're just taking our final pictures.
It was a very successful trip.
And I'm so happy to have you.
Me too. Thanks for organizing.
Please follow Saria.
Like, subscribe.
And yeah, see you in the next vlog. Bye.
Guys, call it, sorry.